Hi, this next part is all about my projects because I took 10 minutes to talk about all of my projects. Cut me some slack. Ooh, okay. Current projects. I passively update Puddle comic from time to time, which is an autobio comic I started years ago. It started vaguely related to video games, but over time it just became documented fun moments and anxiety stuff because I started using it as a vulnerability outlet. Like I said, I still update it, but not on a schedule anymore. Street Magic. I'd actually like to read my official description for this and some of my others because I'm proud of them and they're the only spoiler-free ways to describe my projects. Every witch's path begins when they leave home to begin their training to find their purpose. Some predict the future or generate power with the snap of their fingers. Unfortunately, despite 10 years of training, Barsa's magic is still limited to lights and projections, and she still hasn't found her purpose. Working within her limitations, her strategy of fooling one town and moving on to the next with street magic shows is interrupted when Barsa is approached by Robin, a mysterious teenage girl who wants to learn advanced magic. Can the two find their place as witches for hire, or will they be found out to be all smoke and mirrors? This one updates Mondays on Tapas. If you prefer Webtoon, let me know. I've considered putting this on line Webtoons as well, but I'm not sure of the user base size. Neverly Alone. It's 2006 and everyone's trying to make it big on the newest video sharing platform called TubeTube. Nicole, user Neverly Alone, was just another fresh-faced vlogger trying to find her style before she mysteriously disappeared, along with her whole channel page. One mysterious user by the name of WebLurkNerd archived many of the videos from her channel after noticing some peculiar shadows between edits. But how much could someone discover through old screen grabs? Neverly Alone updates here on my YouTube channel. This was a mini web series with about 7 episodes, and a surprise at the end. I really hope that people like it and don't find it underwhelming. It's a story that I actually hold really close to my heart. Reindeer Games. Reindeer Games began as a parody project with a friend of mine, and we tried to smash every Christmas movie cliche that we could think of together into one cornball musical about ending Santa's reign over the North Pole and restoring respect to the identities of the overworked elves and reindeer. It's overdramatic, it's edgy, and it's admittedly very silly, and that's half the fun. On my website and in the description here, I have links to my friend Shelby's portfolio where she has concept-heavy album art with song descriptions. There's no place to hear the full demos at this moment other than in streams and the occasional public Patreon post. When it's all done, it will be available to stream on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna try to get it on some music streaming sites too. Here's a couple tiny little snippets from the demos, and I'm currently in the process of getting full music tracks mastered with character vocals. It's a time of year where the rushing starts and the Christmas cheer starts to warm our hearts when the jingles play every single day and you're counting down till your bonus pay.
You're stuck at work with the full night shift, fetching coffee, wrapping up a gift that you had to pick for your boss's chick like you've done for the last 6 years.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I know it's hard to wrap your head around, kid, but open your eyes! Take in the world that you're surrounded by. Doesn't it make you wary? Isn't it off to you? Isn't it weird that the one who should protect us is the one we always feared, and your job, the dream, you're stuck in a rut? Doesn't mean you own me, and I could be so much more than just a poster child for the North Pole. Oh, what are you gonna do? Ruin Christmas? If that's what you're willing to choose. Can't you see that I'm running a business? Nosebleed, you have got so much to lose. Don't call me that. For myself, to love myself, I'm turning and my tracks have made it clearer. I've choked down all my biggest fears, felt my heartbeat in my ears, don't mind to see the progress in the mirror. Headspace. This one's literally just an inside-out style thing where I dump skit ideas. There's no overarching plot or consistency. I just think it's a fun genre, and I've always wanted to do a comically low-effort cartoon akin to some of the older sloppy-feeling cartoons on Adult Swim. So this is that. Talking to You. tube. Gotta get that watch time up! I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward. It's me talking to YouTube with the character talk frames like you're seeing right now. And I know the commentary community tends to do this. I am not in that community. I have no desire to be in that community. But it works well for story times and rambling videos. They're fun sometimes, and I don't know, a lot of weird stuff happens in my life and it feels super cathartic to share it instead of bottling it all up and feeling ashamed like I've done for the last 12 years. And this is all on YouTube. There's a playlist and everything. In fact, these videos are probably in that playlist. Music! Every once in a while, I'll pile together a bunch of songs that I've been working on and drop an album on Bandcamp. Currently, all of my music up right now is very indie folk ukulele. It's basically demos. I'd like someday to move forward to getting full tracks made for every song with different instruments and samplings involved. And I play all of my song concepts as I'm working on them in streams. You can find me by searching Puddle on any of those sites, but my URL on Bandcamp is Puddle Band. Graveyard Shift. Benjamin had been working alone for what felt like an eternity at the Spiral Eye, the best corner store in Purgatory, known as the In-Between. Customers include the creepy, the crawly, the undead, and even the demonic. Just when Ben is getting used to the daily grind, he's forced out of his comfort zone when Kitch, a doting fanatic of all things in the world of the living, is hired to work beside him. With seemingly infinite hours, unpredictable clientele, and a secret that could jeopardize everything, together they must brave the Graveyard Shift. Graveyard Shift is a full cartoon concept for the young adult demographic. I have the entire series bulleted with story points and character arcs, and I know it's a project much bigger than I could ever do alone. It's something that I've been putting a pitch bible together for, and I've been animating the pilot episode myself. Someday I'd love to have it made as a Netflix series or something, and yeah, I've also written songs for it too. The hints of elder wisdom, and the stories I've been told, all of the folks I could have met over a lifetime growing old. And though I only caught a glimpse and I am barely getting by, I've gotta try, I wanna feel like I'm alive, I wanna feel like I'm alive. I wish I could just die. Just because you're missing doesn't mean that you were missed. I learned that lesson pretty quick, or at least I got the gist. I'll rest when I am dead, until then I'll hold my breath. Yeah, I said death, what of it all, await my death. I've suffered for my optimism, suffered every day, and this is what it costs me now, and I'll never get away. And though I've only caught a glimpse of the in-between outside, I'm the only one alive, but I don't feel like I'm alive. No, I don't feel like I'm alive. Pilot stuff will probably get uploaded here someday. LWAM. I can't even talk about what the acronym stands for yet! Just know that it's going to be a vertical format thriller/drama webcomic with slice-of-life elements. It's a long way out. Group chat. I wanted someday to make my own sitcom, so this was for a sitcomic concept of a group of friends who only get to meet up on the weekends, where they do different stuff like hot pot night, movie night, 2 a.m. corner store runs, while catching up with one another. Every main character is a member of the LGBTQ+, and it would be a sitcomic of a mid-distance support network between close friends. I've never read Homestuck, but apparently any story about a group of friends with color-coded messenger chats is Homestuck. So someday I'm remaking Homestuck, I guess. Completed projects. These will be really quick, I promise. Apologies to the Inanimate. A blog comic about personifying objects. A feeling I can't explain. A blog comic about feeling moments with music. Rem, a silent mini-comic about loneliness and social anxiety. It's on Tapas. Do You Believe in Ghosts? A mini-comic about grief, also available on Tapas. Retelling Chalupa Boy, a mini-comic about a kid who harassed me online after I blocked him. Who knows, I might actually make a video about this someday. It's simple, but it's really interesting. Magical Cousins. This was a one-off, single-episode project. I wanted to make a fanime that was a joke on every trope in the fanime subgenre, and I can't even, really talk about it without giving it away. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm actually, super proud of it still. I think it's still very funny. So yeah, check it out if you want. It's on this channel. Alright, so that's that. I'll see you in the next part where we do the fun Q&A questions, and we'll just keep going from there. I'll see you in the next video or the next stream or whatever. Bye!